Hundreds of people have been queuing to get their hands on Sir Terry Pratchett's final novel. The Shepherd's Crown is the 41st in the Discworld series. It went on sale at midnight, and bookshops in London, Newcastle and Oxford have opened late to accommodate fans of the fantasy series. Sir Terry, of course, died in March this year following a well-documented battle with Alzheimer's. So it's an event tinged with sadness for many there, and we can speak to two of them now. Krystel Rose joins us at the book launch in London. Hi, Krystel.
Hi, how are you, Phil?
Yes, I'm very well, thanks. Do you have yours yet, or are you still queuing?
I have mine. I'm in the queue to get it stamped by Rob and Stephen Briggs.
A stamp of authenticity.
Yes.
And Jason Anthony joins us as well. Whereabouts are you, Jason?
I'm sitting outside. I've had mine stamped, so I'm sitting outside and having a quick read of it.
Excellent. OK, well, we might get you to do a paragraph for us in a moment, if that's OK. But, Krystel, first of all, tell us what it means to you.
Well, I moved from Australia to London to be closer to other Discord fans because these books have changed my life. I've met some of my very greatest friends just because they're fans of these books.
Explain what's so special about them for you.
Terry's writing, his wit, his wordplay, and just the way that every single one of his books, he takes something from the real world and he puts another spin on it that teaches us something about what it is to be human. And I think that's really important in all literature.
Jason, what about you?
Yeah, it's a bittersweet evening. We've got the final book here. I can't wait to read it, but also I'm not 100% sure I want to read it. It's a difficult situation, isn't it?
Jason, listen, we'll get you to read us an extract in a moment,
Sure.
Maybe just a short paragraph. But before we do, Tim O'Brien, our astrophysicist, you're nodding away here, so you're a Discworld fan as well.
Yeah, I think they're great. I mean, I was really lucky to meet Terry Pratchett at Jodrell Bank about, I don't know when it was, back in about 10 years ago or so, actually, when he came up for an event we had there. So it was great to have a
What was he like?
chat. He's brilliant. I've got a photo of him actually. I've still got with a bottle of Beck's, I think it was he had at the time. So he's great to chat to about it, and as the callers there said, the books are just great fun as well. You know, they're amusing. They've got some science embedded in there. I think they're great read actually.
Right, well, Jason Anthony, who's got his copy stamped already, is now going to read for us an excerpt from The Shepherd's Crown. This is the 41st in the Discworld series. So, in your own time, take it away.
Okay, this is the start of the prologue. A crown in the chalk. It was born in the darkness of the Circle Sea. At first, just a soft, floating thing, washed back and forth by tide after tide. It grew a shell, but in its rolling, tumbling world were huge creatures which could have cracked it open in an instant. Nevertheless, it survived. Its little life may have gone on like this forever until the dangers of the surf and overfloating things brought an end. Were it not for the pool. It was a warm pool, high on a beach, replenished by the occasional storms blown over from the hub. And there the creature lived on things even smaller than itself and grew until it became king. It would have got even bigger if it were not for the hot summer, which the water evaporated under at the glare of the sun. And that's the first page of the book.
Wow. Fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that live on the radio. It's not the easiest thing to do. I appreciate it. Krystel, how excited has that made you?
Oh, I was starting to tear up again. I've heard that 4 or 5 times now because it's been read at a few conventions, and I know that this whole book is going to make me laugh out loud and cry alternately, sometimes at the same time.
Yeah. Jason, similar reactions?
Yeah, I think so. It's bittersweet. I can't wait to read it, but I don't want to at the same time.
Because you don't want it to end.
Yeah, I don't want it to be the end. I know it is, but I'm not ready to accept that yet.
Well, listen, thank you both for talking to us. Jason, thank you for reading for us. And I wish you many hours' enjoyment as you get stuck into the 41st and final in the Discworld series. That's Jason Anthony and Krystel Rose, both at the midnight opening in London. And The Shepherd's Crown is the name of that book in the Discworld series, which Jason has just read to you from. Nice, isn't it?
Lovely.